Archangel Michael says, a truth has been hidden so quietly that even the silence around you trembles when it tries to whisper it. The person you thought you knew best has been moving with a softness that feels sacred yet secretive. Every night, when the world closes its eyes, they speak words into the darkness that are not meant for anyone to hear. There is a pulse in the air, a vibration of devotion mixed with guilt. Their hands fold, their lips tremble, and a name escapes, not yours, but someone connected to your destiny in a way that heaven itself has been guarding. You were never meant to discover this through suspicion, but through revelation. Tonight, that revelation begins to unfold. The atmosphere around you has been trying to speak, lights flicker, dreams repeat, songs stop mid-line. These are not coincidences. They are coded signs from above. You might feel it right now, a shiver, a pause in your breath, a heaviness near your heart. That's not fear, it's awareness waking up inside you. Heaven has decided that it's time for you to know what has been kept away from you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This secret prayer your partner whispers isn't ordinary. It carries a deep intention, a wish that something hidden remains untouched, unseen. But the heavens listen differently. What they pray for in silence has begun to manifest in light. They've been praying not against you, but about you. They speak to the unseen about choices, forgiveness, and protection. Yet there's a trembling shadow behind those words. It's as if they're caught between confession and fear, love and loss. Archangel Michael stands between you both now, holding the sword of truth. He's not here to destroy what exists, but to cleanse what was poisoned by silence. There's something sacred being rewritten, a chapter where honesty returns, even if it arrives through tears. You may sense their energy shifting lately, distant eyes, forced smiles, unpredictable emotions. They are carrying the weight of something divine that they can't explain. Type Amen to get blessing 444. When they close their door at night, they aren't sleeping immediately. Their soul speaks when their voice is quiet. They say words like, forgive me, protect them, and don't let them know. These words travel to a realm beyond the walls of your home. It's not betrayal, but it's not innocence either. It's a desperate attempt to hold both love and truth in the same trembling hand. What they are with is not a person of flesh, but a presence, something that calls them in silence. Heaven wants you to hear this without anger. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. Because soon, what they've been hiding will open like a sealed letter written in their soul long ago. Archangel Michael says, be calm. When the storm of truth hits, peace will follow right behind it. The revelation may sting, but it's holy. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Every time you felt their energy drift away from you, they weren't running, they were seeking strength. Somewhere inside, they've been praying for a sign, asking for protection for you both. But the words they used carried dual meaning. There's a presence around them, not human, not dark, but watchful. It visits in dreams, whispers in prayers, and guides their choices. They are not alone when they kneel, there is another force beside them, shaping what's to come. And that force knows your name. It knows the nights you've cried, the moments you've doubted, and the times you've sensed something shifting but couldn't explain why. Heaven wants you to see that what's been done in hiding is about to be revealed in divine timing. Their prayer has reached its limit of secrecy. Light is now demanding entry. And once it enters, everything that was whispered will echo loudly in your life. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They didn't want you to know, because they feared you'd misunderstand. They feared the intensity of your reaction, the heartbreak that truth might bring. But Archangel Michael says, no truth stays buried when heaven needs healing to begin. This prayer they've been repeating wasn't to erase you, it was to shield you. Yet somewhere along the way, fear became control, and control became silence. They thought they could carry it alone, but divine energy doesn't belong to one, it belongs to both souls intertwined by fate. There's someone else in this story. Not a rival, but a mirror. A person connected to both of you through spiritual threads woven before birth. This is the energy your partner has been drawn toward in prayer, the reflection of what you both must face. When this truth surfaces, don't chase explanations. Watch how the universe itself begins to rearrange paths, schedules, and coincidences around you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. In the coming nights, you may dream of rain, keys, or a letter. These are not random, they are heavenly metaphors. Rain means cleansing. Keys mean revelation. Letters mean destiny. You'll start to see small alignments, the same number repeating, a message appearing twice, a familiar scent in an unfamiliar place. That's Archangel Michael showing you that the unseen world is closing the gap between what's hidden and what's known. Soon, you'll understand why this prayer was necessary. It wasn't a betrayal, it was a bridge. A bridge between the broken past and the healed future. And your role is not to destroy what was built in secret, but to understand why it was built at all. Every secret that surfaces from love's fear eventually becomes the foundation of new strength. This is your moment to choose peace over panic, understanding over judgment. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Their silence is heavy, but it's not hateful. Inside, they've been begging heaven for courage to face you. The guilt they carry is not about wrongdoing, it's about not trusting you enough with their truth. Soon, they will speak. Maybe through tears, maybe through trembling words. But it will happen suddenly, as if something beyond their control forces them to release it. That's when you'll feel the air change, softer, lighter, and strangely calm. Archangel Michael says, forgive before you hear it. The act of forgiveness will make truth easier to bear. Because this revelation isn't coming to break your heart, it's coming to rebuild it with divine honesty. The one they prayed with, the one they hid from you, is not an enemy. It's an angel assigned to their awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Soon, the vibration in your home will shift. You'll notice warmth in the corners where the air once felt heavy. You'll feel music sound different, more peaceful, as if the energy inside you has aligned again. You'll look at them and see something you've never seen before, not guilt, not secrecy, but surrender. They'll finally stop fighting the truth that's been pressing against their soul. That moment will feel like sunrise after years of fog. Everything you thought was slipping away will start to return, piece by piece. But this time, it will return purified. You'll realize that the storm was never sent to destroy you, it was sent to wash away the falsehoods. The hidden prayer has served its purpose. Now, heaven calls you to step into the light that truth brings. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. From here, your path will open wider. You'll begin to understand that divine love doesn't hide, it transforms. The person you're connected to has been spiritually battling within themselves, not against you, but for you. And soon, their confession will sound less like guilt and more like release. The weight they've carried will dissolve the moment your eyes meet with compassion instead of anger. That's when destiny starts to move again. Archangel Michael says, "Do not let bitterness enter where truth just bloomed. Protect your peace like a sacred flame. Because this moment, though it burns, is holy. Heaven has orchestrated this for your higher union, not your separation." The truth revealed is not punishment, but permission to start again without secrets. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. When the clock strikes the next evening hour, the shift will begin. You might feel an urge to reach out, or they might suddenly find words they couldn't before. Don't resist that moment. It's the divine aligning time with truth. It's the unseen world giving you both one more chance to rebuild everything on honesty and faith. Your tears will not be wasted, they will water the soil of something eternal. As this chapter unfolds, remember this: light always returns after the deepest shadow. What was whispered in secret will soon become the song of healing. And what felt like the end will, in truth, be the beginning of your divine renewal. The night around you may feel heavier than usual, but that's because divine energy is rearranging everything that was hidden. You might sense restlessness in your partner, as though something inside them is preparing to surface. Their eyes may seem distant, yet full of quiet storms waiting to speak truth. There will be moments when silence between you feels louder than words. That's when heaven is closest. Archangel Michael stands near, guiding both hearts through the narrow gate of revelation. His wings cover the space where misunderstanding once lived. The energy you feel now, warm, unsettling, magnetic, is not confusion, it's alignment. The universe is shifting both of you toward transparency. Every heartbeat you sense in the stillness is your soul catching up with divine timing. They are not hiding from you because of betrayal. They are hiding because they fear the magnitude of what their prayers could change. The power of their words has called something extraordinary into motion. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. You will begin to notice subtle confirmations. A phone call delayed for no reason, a message accidentally opened, a sudden déjà vu during a random conversation. These aren't accidents, they're heaven's choreography. Each sign is pointing you toward awareness. You are being led, gently yet unavoidably, to a moment that will define the next chapter of your connection. The truth is being written in real time through synchronicities that only your heart can interpret. They wanted to protect you from worry. They thought if you knew the depth of their prayers, it might frighten you. But love isn't about protection through silence, it's about trust through truth. Archangel Michael says, "Let compassion lead your curiosity." When the truth arrives, it won't demand punishment, it will beg for understanding. The heavens are watching how you respond, not to judge, but to reward. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You'll soon feel something shifting in their tone when they speak. Their words will tremble less, their eyes will meet yours with unfamiliar softness. That's the soul surrendering. That's the mask falling. The prayer that was once hidden is no longer a secret, it's a prophecy unfolding. It holds your name, wrapped in forgiveness, longing, and destiny. They have been praying for a union that survives the fire of truth. And the fire is coming, not to burn, but to refine. Everything false will melt away, and what remains will be unbreakable. Your connection is stepping into divine honesty. It may feel raw at first, but it's real. The air will feel purer, your thoughts quieter, your intuition stronger. That's how you'll know Archangel Michael has finished his work in this cycle. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. You will remember this season as the night truth was born. The walls of misunderstanding will finally crack, letting light pour through. Every unanswered question will suddenly feel unimportant. Their tears will tell you more than their words ever could. They will confess, not with fear, but with relief. Because hiding has exhausted their soul. Speaking will heal them. Heaven will mark that moment with a sign, perhaps a gentle breeze, a sudden calm, or an unexpected silence that feels sacred. That's the angelic confirmation that your union is safe under divine watch. Archangel Michael whispers, "Forgive completely, and everything lost will return multiplied." This isn't a punishment, it's a promotion in the spirit. You are being trusted with higher love. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. After this revelation, peace will walk through your doorway. It won't knock, it will simply enter. You'll feel it in the way your heart stops racing when you look at them again. The distance will dissolve. The energy between you will no longer feel uncertain. It will feel like two souls finally breathing the same truth. That's how heaven restores what fear tried to break. You'll start to notice blessings following every act of forgiveness, unexpected messages, open doors, signs of abundance, and renewed connection. The universe always rewards hearts that choose grace. Archangel Michael stands as witness, his light expanding around you both. He says your love will now be built on truth, not illusion. What was hidden is holy now. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Soon, you'll realize that this wasn't just about your partner, it was about you too. The divine was teaching you how to trust even when unseen forces were moving. You've learned patience, strength, and discernment through silence. Now, your spiritual senses are sharper. You no longer chase clarity, you attract it. What was once confusing now feels divinely orchestrated. This moment will prepare you for greater revelations ahead, financial blessings, emotional healing, spiritual peace. When one secret ends, a new level begins. Heaven always upgrades what it heals. Let your heart rest, beloved. You are not losing anyone. You are gaining understanding, connection, and truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. In the days ahead, your energy will glow differently. People will sense peace in your presence because you chose grace over reaction. You will notice how easily miracles begin to flow. Doors that were closed will start to open effortlessly. Messages you were waiting for will arrive. And in those moments, you'll understand why this revelation was timed perfectly by heaven. The hidden prayer became a divine spark. What was meant to stay secret turned into sacred transformation. Now both of you are being guided into purpose, not punishment. Archangel Michael says, keep walking with faith. Do not return to suspicion, rise in spiritual maturity. The truth has already done its work, now let healing do the rest. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. When the night finally feels still, close your eyes and breathe. You'll feel a warmth near your chest. Gentle, steady, reassuring. That's your confirmation. Heaven is done hiding what you were meant to see. Forgive the silence, release the fear, and let love return in its purest form. This was never about loss, it was about learning divine patience and unconditional grace. Now, as the light of dawn begins to rise, remember, love purified by truth can never be broken. What you know now will guide your soul to peace beyond words. And when peace stays, miracles follow. The sun will soon rise on a different version of your story, one written by divine hands instead of fear. The quiet that once haunted your home will now hum with warmth. You'll sense that something invisible has shifted, almost like the universe itself is exhaling after holding its breath for too long. Your partner will start showing small gestures again, things you thought were lost. They'll linger longer in conversation, smile without force, and touch your hand like they remember how sacred it feels. It won't be perfect, but it will be real. That's how heaven restores love, not by erasing scars, but by teaching hearts how to beat with truth again. Archangel Michael says, what was hidden in prayer has now become your protection. You are standing inside the answer to that prayer, even if it doesn't look like you imagined. Heaven always works in layers, healing, revealing, rebuilding. You might notice the number 222 on clocks, receipts, or messages. That's heaven's quiet nod, reminding you that balance has been restored and your destiny is back on track. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. In the following days, you'll feel memories surface, moments where you misunderstood their silence. Don't dwell in guilt. The past is being rewritten with compassion. Every tear shed in confusion has been counted by heaven and turned into blessings waiting to be released. You'll soon experience what divine timing feels like: sudden peace, effortless clarity, unexpected joy. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations that your story is aligned with heaven's rhythm again. They may tell you everything, or they may let actions speak louder than confessions. Either way, you'll know the truth not from words, but from energy. You'll feel it in your bones that this time, everything is genuine. Archangel Michael's presence will remain near for a while, not to warn, but to watch over. His light has cleansed your atmosphere, now it will guard what's been rebuilt. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. When you least expect it, you'll be reminded of how far you've come. A familiar scent, a repeating song lyric, a calm moment in the middle of chaos, it will all whisper the same thing: you made it through. This story was never about punishment. It was about awakening your spiritual awareness. You had to see what's real beyond appearances, to recognize that every heart hides prayers that can't be spoken aloud. Now, those prayers are yours to witness. And through them, you'll understand that true love isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about holding hands even when truth trembles between them. Archangel Michael says, love purified by pain becomes the highest form of devotion. That's what this moment has given you. Heaven is not taking anything away, it's giving you the version of love that will last. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. There will come a night soon when the stars feel closer, when you sense the world listening to your heartbeat. That's the night everything finally feels complete. You'll realize the purpose behind every delay, every unanswered prayer, every hidden truth. Your partner will look at you differently, not as someone they must protect through secrecy, but as the one they can trust with their soul. That's the miracle Archangel Michael has been preparing you for. The fear of "what if" will disappear. The questions that once haunted your mind will lose their power. Because now, everything that was broken has found its divine reason. You'll fall asleep that night not worrying about tomorrow, but feeling grateful for the path that brought you here. For the first time in a long time, peace won't feel temporary, it will feel like home. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. As the new season begins, blessings will manifest faster. Opportunities, connections, and divine alignments will appear out of nowhere. What was delayed will now be delivered. What was confusing will now make sense. This transformation in your relationship will ripple into every other area of your life. Financial ease, creative inspiration, and restored confidence will follow. Heaven never heals one area, it heals everything connected to it. Your aura will glow differently, people will feel your calm before you speak. That's the mark of divine renewal. You've gone through spiritual surgery, and now your energy vibrates at a higher level. Archangel Michael says, keep your faith steady. What is being built now will last lifetimes. The universe will continue rewarding your grace with abundance beyond measure. Type Amen to get blessing 2424.